Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, because you're doing a lot of scooching and scrunching. Go ahead.
I'm trying to make sure I'm in the frame. Man, we get so many people contacting us each and every day about the rumors, man. There are so many rumors about what you should know before moving to Texas. Interest rates are so high, I shouldn't buy here.
Texas is cheap. We moving there. Hell.
There's so much freaking land here in Texas. I should rent a house versus buying. I mean, it's
a lot of rumors.
It's a lot of rumors, and that's what we are going to talk about in today's video. So if you are interested, make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. We're going to get to it right now. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Dre.
This is Brandy.
Why are you so quiet today?
I'm just paying attention to your vibe. Last time he shut me up when we was recording, so I'm just mellow today.
Okay, she mellow. Well, listen, guys, we are with the Making Moves group here in Dallas, Texas. If this is your first time watching the channel and you want to know everything about what it's like living in Dallas or whether you should move here, definitely got to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to be the first to know when we upload a new video. We get calls each and every day from people just like you, and we absolutely love helping y'all.
And emails and a lot of responses and comments in our section, so that excites us because we like to answer those questions. But today, let's cut the chase. We here to answer rumors, okay?
Rumors,
because
okay.
there's a lot of rumors on Texas and why they should be moving to Texas, and we gonna spill the tea.
Okay.
Okay, let's spill the tea.
So what's the first one? What's the first rumor?
I think the first rumor that is Texas is so cheap. I am so tired of getting calls and emails and texts of people telling me all their high demands and what they want for a little bit of money. And I'm having to tell them, you can't get that in Texas. I don't know what year you looked up Texas, but that is not in 2022. Like, I'm talking about 2,000 square feet, brand new, 3 bedrooms, 2 beds, and they don't want to pay more than $1,200 a month. Where? You tell me where this is so I can live there. Texas ain't cheap, so I know it used to be. Like, what do you pay?
Right now, for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, I'm paying like close to $1,800 a month.
It ain't cheap.
It's nice. I would say it's nice, but it ain't like downtown Dallas. It's like in the middle of Grand Prairie. I mean,
and that's not even the top line. That's not even the luxury living. That's for a decent living. Not in the hood, but just a decent living. Like, Texas is not cheap.
And I'm not saying like you can't find like cheaper apartments, but if you just want something that's like not in the hood, then you're gonna have to pay for that.
If you want somewhere safe. We're not gonna say in the hood. If you want somewhere safe.
Where you feel safe.
Because
we can never guarantee safety.
Right.
But where you feel safe.
Where you want like a luxury, nice, new, amenities.
Like 2 years ago, 2 years ago when I was living in Fort Worth and I was paying regular, this was 2 years ago. Everybody knows rent's going up, gas going up, but we're paying $1,200 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. So it's expensive here. You're not gonna get.
Right, you're not gonna get a big bang for your buck as it used to be. So that's the #1 rumor. Texas ain't cheap.
So what should
Stop letting them lie to you.
So what should people expect to pay when they move here then?
I think a median
for like a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom.
A median for a 1-bedroom, for a 1 or 2-bedroom rent is about $1,200. For a 2-bedroom and up, you're looking at like $1,500, $1,600 or more.
I think that's reasonable.
And then once you start going into the 3 bedrooms, you're looking at $1,800 to $2,000. And if you're looking to rent a single family home, that's well over the $2,000 mark, and that's on the low side. Okay.
Low side.
That's the low side. All of those numbers were on the low side. If you're looking to purchase, on the median is $300,000. Like, that's right at a decent spot. Anything under $300,000, listen, it's very rare. I ain't saying it can't happen. I'm just saying it's very rare.
We just want to make sure like you're watching this video and like I know you're very excited to move here, but we want to make sure that you're watching this video and then you're conscious. That way, when it's time for us to help you, you already got that mindset. You're like, okay, I got it.
You have an idea of what your mortgage is going to be. You have an idea of what your expenses are going to be, because we don't want y'all coming here, even looking at houses, and then you give us your requirements. You tell us what you want. I set you up for an email, and then you start getting the listings, and you're like, she not listening to me. I am listening to you, but that's what you can get for this price point. So make sure that you're comparing prices before you thinking you coming here because Texas is cheap. That should not be your number one reason no more, because Texas is not cheap.
Perfect.
All right, what
so
else?
Number 2, everybody thinks Texas has land.
It's Texas. It's not no land.
Okay, there
Come
is
on,
land.
Texas.
There's land, but it's not where you think it is. Like, it's not in the inner city. Like, you're not going to be finding land acres in Dallas or Fort Worth.
In uptown Dallas, you're like, I want 2 acres. Not happening. In rural, urban Fort Worth, you're like, I want to have an acre. No,
it's
if
not
you're
gonna
wanting
happen.
a half-acre lot, a full acre lot or more, you're having to move out to the outskirts, to the suburban areas, to the areas that aren't incorporated as much as into the city. You ain't getting acres in the city.
It's going to be like 20, 35, 45 minute drive from the city, depending on where you're going to be moving to. So yeah, there's pros and cons. You get the nice, beautiful house, but you're going to have to drive sometimes for it. And it's going to be a little bit less expensive to live there, but you're definitely going to have to drive.
Yes. So you can't get land. Dre saying like Texas ain't got land. Texas probably has
there's a lot of land. They're literally building up everywhere.
Yeah, it's just not in the city. So look for a suburb that's close to the city you're trying to be in, and then go that route.
But listen, guys, let me just say this. There's so many places around the Metroplex, so many little different nooks and crannies of different suburbs, whatever.
Sub-cities. I like to call them sub-cities.
They're building up all over the place, but you got to reach out to us so that we can connect you to those places.
Where they are.
Right now, you're probably seeing some B-roll of just some of the nice areas, but we know where they're at, so you got to reach out to us so we can point you in the right direction.
Yes, and it's so much more than the ones that people talk about.
Yeah.
Like,
Plano,
we get a
Frisco.
lot of Forneys, it's so many more, you guys. Like, it's a bunch of nice communities that are in the outskirts. So just reach out and we can kind of help you get that direction. So reach out, subscribe, hit the bell, do it all you got to do, whatever. So what's another rumor? We spilling tea today. I should have my tea instead of my water. But what else? What else is
I would say interest rates are so high that people should wait to purchase. So what is?
But is that a rumor?
Right now,
it's a partial rumor.
Yeah, it's
right?
a partial rumor.
The interest rates are raising. They're not as low as they were last year. However, they are still lower than they were 6-7 years ago. So don't wait, because if you wait, guess what they're going to keep doing? Rising.
Yep.
So stop letting people tell you, oh, we're going to wait until the rates go back down. They're not going to go back down unless we get another pandemic like that pandemic started off.
Well, the good thing is that the market is shifting slightly, right?
Is that a rumor though, or is that a fact?
It's going on right now.
Okay.
It's going on as we speak. The market is shifting.
So what does that mean? Tell them what does that mean?
Houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. We're not receiving a lot of offers on houses. So when you're moving here, I mean, that might be, if you're selling a house in a different area, that might scare you, oh man, it might take my house a little longer to sell. But if you're moving here, you have a better opportunity to get into a house faster. But anyways, we got Brandy here.
I'm looking at Dre, y'all, telling me to stand this stuff, but he kind of right. Okay,
she get everybody in houses. I'm just the guy behind the video. Brandy really just sell the houses anyway. So
that's why I'm wondering how he getting this. But this because I complain and vent and fuss at him about what's going on.
Yeah, I'm getting this.
I have mental breakdowns about the market, and this is my vent partner. But yeah, it is shifting, guys. I think that so don't wait to buy. The market was a seller's market, and we'll send a video so you guys can kind of know what that means. We'll break that down. But it is that is a rumor. Don't wait. That the market is shifting. That it is coming off the seller's market high and coming back down to a buyer's market. So that means if you're in the market to purchase, that you have a great chance now. So don't let those interest rates stop you. That is a rumor. They're going to keep raising. Do not wait. Okay.
So
what else?
We did 3, so we
did 3.
3. Are we on 4 or 5?
I think so. We're on 4.
4.
So 4 would be 4 would be the renting is less of a commitment than purchasing. Now, me and Dre, we gonna be transparent because that's what we do. We had a whole little conversation, okay, on this topic right here because we're realtors, you know, and we particularly work with buyers, but we have people that work with renters as well. So we're not trying to force, coerce, or make anyone feel bad if they're not in a position or predicament to purchase right away. However, what we're giving you is information. We're not trying to downplay anybody in this position that they are in life right now. We're just saying that the myth, right, is that it's less of a commitment than purchasing. That's it, right? So I want to say that leasing is not less of a commitment than purchasing. Here in Texas, when you lease, you have to make 3 times the amount of the monthly rent, right? You have to. Not no if and buts about it.
I used to work in apartments and they're not
taking off. They're not accounting for your car payment, all the other bills. They care. You have to make 3 times the amount of the monthly rent. Your leases in Texas are not less than 1 year. In order for it to be a lease, it has to be signed for 1 year or more.
Okay, I will have to digress. Some apartment complexes, they
have short-term commitments, but they're not a lease. They have short-term commitments. That's different. A short-term commitment versus a lease is a difference. So in that short-term commitment, if you sign a 3-month commitment and on your 4th month you decide to stay, they can up on your rent. Right? They can change your rent. They can say this apartment is not available. They can do so many things because it's just a 3-month commitment. If you sign a year lease, there's things that they can't do because you're on a lease that is binding. So that is the difference that people don't know. If you move, you get here, you say, I don't know my way around town. I don't know where I want to live. So I'm going to lease for a little bit so I can learn my way around. Well, if you lease in this area, you're tied to that area for a year or more if that's what your lease amount is for. How much money are they wasting? You're wasting a lot of money because guess what? If you find that in 2 months you don't like where you live and you want to leave, you got to pay out that lease. So it don't matter.
So there are a ton of different ways that you can get around this, right? So Airbnb, short-term rentals for a few months. If you want to get to know the area, I mean, you got to be laser focused. You just can't get here and just, you know, not explore the area. Like if you really want to purchase and you want to find your dream area, you found the job and you figure out, okay, this is the distance, this is the traffic that I want to be around, then get you an Airbnb, a VRBO, short-term rental. That way you can put your stuff in storage for a few months and not have to move twice. Because if you're going to be moving into an apartment, you're going to have to move into the apartment. You want all your stuff there because you're going to be there for a year. And then you're going to have to move out and then move into another place. All that is a lot of freaking money down the drain. And you're spending a lot more money on renting. And renting prices are almost just as high as what you would pay on a mortgage anywhere.
Or more. People are always saying that it's less to rent and I don't have the responsibilities. The same way that landlord hires a property manager to come and do maintenance and upkeep, you can hire someone to do maintenance and upkeep. It's not as expensive as people think. That's another myth. These are things that you can do if you put a little extra money up to the side and then have it there just in case versus having to call, because if you call the landlord, guess what? After that year, your lease can go up. It could go up higher than what it was when you first started. So it's just a myth. We're not telling you to buy versus rent. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna always, Dre is on a different perspective from me. I'm gonna always tell you to buy because I'm a realtor. I love it. That's my passion. Real estate is my passion. So I'm always gonna push home ownership versus renting, right? Okay. However,
and then another thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, what?
Let's say however again, because I gotta edit that part out.
Oh, that's okay. So what else? So that's our myth that we're debunking with the rent versus buy is the commitment level. That's it. We're not saying one is better nor worse. It's just that renting does not have least of a commitment than purchasing. All right.
So the fifth rumor
about Texas
is that you should buy new versus purchasing a pre-existing home.
Right.
So how do you feel about that, Brandon?
I feel like that's a myth. I'm not, again, we're not telling you what we're for or against. Either way, new or pre-existing. But what we're saying is the myth is that new, you should buy new because it's better. Well, guess what? You come here from out of town, you purchase a new. It's so many new builds being built right now, new constructions, whatever you want to call them, that you may wait 2 years before the completion of your home. And they didn't tell you 2 years. They don't have dates on those contracts anymore because it's taking so long that you don't know. They tell you 90, 120 days and then end up being 2 years, and there's literally nothing you can do. Okay, so that's the myth, that it's easier, that if you walk into this this new build, you're going to pay a flat rate. Myth. Their prices are going up. They're taking multiple offers on one new build, just like they do in a pre-existing. So don't let them tell you anything different. That I won't go into a bidding war. That's the #1 myth with a new build. Not true. Me and Drake can both walk into a new build. Both of us want that new build. Guess what? Who do you think is going to get it if both of us walk in at the same time? The person who's willing to pay more. Point blank. The person who's lending is better. If Dre got cash, I'm with the lender, they gonna take Dre over me. It is what it is. So don't think that just because you get a new build, it's safer. It's not necessarily safer, it's not necessarily faster, and it's not necessarily no bidding.
Well, especially with the market shifting now. I mean, you have a lot of options. So.
Yes. So don't be afraid. Don't do it out of fear. Don't do it because the rumors of what people have told you. Let a professional who sees the market changing every day, that we're giving you information, not from last week, not from last month, not from last year, but current year, day-to-day information.
All right. So you guys heard the top 5 rumors. If you guys have any questions about moving to Dallas, definitely got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, whatever you got to do to get in contact with us. We got your back. Check out one of these videos to see exactly what it's like living in Dallas.
And I'm sorry to cut Dre off. Don't let these rumors stop y'all. I'm sorry, Dre, for cutting y'all. But
every time. Every single time.
I just don't want these rumors to stop you guys from moving to the Dallas, Texas area, because at the end of the day, it's still a great place. It's still a nice place to raise a family. It still has a lot to offer. It's still a great place. We're here. So we're not saying do or don't move. We're just saying don't let your decisions be driven by the rumors.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.